Hello everyone, this is Stifter and welcome back to Tosa Samurai, and apparently we have been noted and now have the position of Inspector General in the Imperial Court. Somehow, because there have been a few turns since the last part, and I have actually done nothing. So it was weird that it actually happened now. Maybe it was just because I completed the mission I got, but it was very minor. It was just to recruit a... how you pronounce it? Ishin? Let's see.
What would you have me do?
Ishin Shishi. Yeah, I've recruited him, so somehow that actually got me into the Imperial Courts. But I did notice that I stopped trading with Saga. They are destroyed, presumably. Yes, they actually are. And by these guys, well, that is interesting. For two reasons. One, they are those guys, and they shouldn't be that strong. At least Saga shouldn't let them just attack them like that. Secondly, I have had my eyes on this province right here, seeing that they are shognaths, and yeah, this is also part of my island, or what I like to call my island. And yeah, Saga had an army right here, and as you can see, they are no more.
What would you have me do?
Anyway. Okay, this is once again the stupidity of the enemy. Well, in this case, it actually worked out because the daimyo actually makes sure that the entire army is not lost, even though I enchant a single person right here. Let's see. Let's try to enchant the general, shall we? Failed. That's interesting because that is the second time I tried that, and 2 times 70%. Well, that approaches. Well, the chance of that happening becomes smaller and smaller. So we'll see next turn if it actually is up to chance or the result is given. But anyway, my plans for this region is to recruit an army right here and bring them up and capture it. As simple as that. Also, this gives us a chance to use our Royal Marines, which are pretty damn good. They aren't the best marine unit, those are the French, but they're still way better than the standard line infantry, both in reloads and certainly not range. Well, slightly in range, but definitely in reload and accuracy. So, what else? Do you want some skirmishers? No, I think we'll go for saber cavalry. Actually, I still haven't researched the thing that allows me to give these guys revolvers, which is this. Yeah, I guess we can research that next. But though, I want to start to get this, Restoration of the Domain, which will allow me to build larger cities. So, it's a tough choice. I don't know what I will go for. Yeah, I think I'll go for the cities, because the Royal Cavalry, they are quite awesome, but do I need them? Well, I don't know. I don't think so. Anyway. Could I have some more saber cavalry with that? Actually, I don't need that much. I only need 2 cavalry units, basically to ward off enemy cavalry attacks. Or just straight up melee attacks, and if the melee attack is done by spear units, well, it doesn't really matter if I have several more units. Anyway, now our army consists of this, okay. And we need some Tosas, Tosa riflemen. Have we recruited the max number? Oh, we have. Well, that's a shame. Let's go over to Red Bears then. They are equally awesome. And our navy, does it need to be bigger? Yes, it does. But I think I'll actually do that over here on the proper military port, which of course I can't afford that right now, but I will do that next turn. As for this army, do I want to take you all the way over here? I might want to do that, actually. So, take my navy, which I've done exploring this. There we go. Just making sure. And take them back, and put them on some boats. And we should be able to move in and capture that region. This is going away. That is great. And with some added tax cuts, that should be a-okay. Yeah. And our vassal basically gained the province and lost the province. Oh. Oh no, never mind. Those are two separate clans. That is actually those clan right there. That is an imperial one, but if they are encroaching too much on my vassal's territory, I don't know, I might have to go to action against them. We'll see. So, we'll basically take a detour in here and pick up some good units, and move on over to Sanuki and attack there. Hopefully, not any enemy army coming in and swooping it up before it's my turn. Anyway, do you want to enlist this guy? Actually, I think we do, because we have enough money to do so. And I can put him in charge of this city right here. And also, I actually forgot to enlist, or to list anyone as Inspector General, which of course will be this guy's job, because I can't give it to my heir. And you are too inexperienced. Actually, you're both inexperienced, but yeah, you have had the honor of being a general longer. So, take my navy. There we go. And move them over here. And now over here. Start to actually build up my navy a little bit. Yeah, we can go for a 2-turn build. No hurries. And turn. There we go, technology research. And now we can move over to start with the restoration of the domain. Of course, we need the epic architecture first. But that will happen. Show. There we go. Enter ports. And let's see, I want to separate the fleets. So, I think you are actually ready on your own. Well, you actually do have space for some other. So let's do that. Can you actually fit all the units I wanted you to fit? I don't think you can. No, you can't. But only just. So we'll actually do this. Yeah. And I think that should be enough actually, so won't actually bother with splitting that up. There we go. And we have Tosa Riflemen. But we do have Tosa Riflemen, we have 3 of them. So I don't think they are needed, really. So, we are here. And move over here. Keep in mind, it's still winter, so that is of course a problem. I'm not recruiting anything. Good, I don't need any more. Let's see, try to enchant again.
Have use of my talents? They will do as I ask.
Nope, still in the 28%. Slightly annoying, but that's the way of things. Trade disrupted. Oh. 2 crewmen from the HMS Icarus, a British vessel. Morud? No. Mort at one of our trading ports have been murdered by local anti-foreigner activists. The British are demanding we pay damages. yes, I will compensate them for this, just because if you take a look at the historical aspect of this, if I don't compensate them, their retaliation might be brutal. Forcefully brutal. Because there aren't any British ships coming in and destroying you. At least not as I'm aware of. And that would be quite worrisome. Anyway. I think we want to wait this out just a little bit. Just wait until winter is over.
My lord,
And once again...
as you wish.
Oh. Oh. So I guess I succeeded. Yeah, why not? Clear war. I won't bother calling my allies to help because one of them are at war with them already, and the other one, I don't need their help, basically. So I managed to enchant him, and him alone, apparently. But at least I will distract the army. Actually, we'll just disembark anyway, even though I said like 2 seconds ago that I shouldn't be doing that. I mean, YOLO, right? Ow. There we go. Let's resolve that. And effectively, I paid 600 Koku to kill that general, and I'm actually fine with that. Okay, they pull back and are now just covering up in their little castle, not doing anything. So I'll continue the siege and drag them out. Of course, I will suffer a bit of attrition, but as you can see, the attrition is really minor. And apparently, the British Marines are completely immune to attrition. That's interesting. Anyway, bombardment did some damage. Let's see. What will they do? Will they attack me? They should. They should attack me. But now I actually have the cavalry. I have better cavalry to deal with the situation, because in those battles it had really been a situation in which they have a ton of melee troops and then just rush me. And when they actually managed to rush me successfully, it's because I didn't have any cavalry to answer that with. Anyway, they are not giving up, so I'll just continue with this and build up some money meanwhile. That wouldn't go amiss. Still nothing happening. Well, I have good time. Some bombardment happening, and I should probably bring on my navy, shouldn't I? Yeah. Well, they won't reach there in time, but yeah, I don't really care too much. Oh, here we go. Copper. Forgot about you. You're actually valuable to me. Quite a good resource. Either that or the tea I have. And this should be interesting. Not in who will win, because I'm quite certain I will win. But I'll get to see my new units in action. And actually see if I will be able to do anything with my cavalry. I also really love this music, by the way. It's the Attack of the West, it's called, on the soundtrack. I might say it's the best soundtrack on the full Samurai complete soundtrack, which you can find in the game files, by the way, if you're wondering where they are. Anyway, let's take our army, place them there, and cavalry. Where do we want to put you? Basically, want to divide you equally, don't we? Yes, I think so. Okay. Skirmishers up in front, followed by There we go. There we go. And on the flanks, 1 unit each of British troops. There we go. And have you and the rest of the guys form the final line, which I don't really think I will be needing, but just in case. You will be off fire as well, unless you want to become extremely dangerous for the front ranks to deal with. Actually, you can stay on fire as well. Actually, you shouldn't be in guard mode, but you guys, you need to be not on fire as well. There we go. I believe we have a good setup right here. And finally, line of sight. Looking good also over here. So, ready for battle. And move up. Yeah, and we also have naval support, by the way. We'll see if we'll need that. Well, we will. Will certainly be a spectacle. Okay, Tosa's soon in place. Lots and lots of levies with inferior range. They also have some melee units, which I wouldn't be too concerned with. But cavalry, start to outflank. Okay, there's not much room here. That was poorly planned. Okay, soon in range. Guard mode, definitely. And let the battle begin. Mashokachi is the first target. Or victim, alternatively. There we go. Same on you. And those guys are definitely entering the range. So, pull back. And the second rank can soon begin. There we go. They should all be engaged. There we go. They are trying to do some outflanking. That will not be happening because of my cavalry. Also, I should be able to just break these completely, seeing that they are wavering. And look at the reload rate there. He fired 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and okay, never mind. You're just gonna break the entire animation and ruin it for me. Thank you very much. Oh well. Anyway, he did fear that my general was in mortal peril, and he also called me sir. Well, sir, I highly doubt that. And here comes the enemy general. Actually, before we do anything, just drop the bombardment down here. Yeah, I believe this general unit will be dead, even though they are going up against line infantry. I just believe there are too many of them. Yeah, and that is why. They still have guns. Oh, I didn't see that, but apparently that failed massively anyway. And here comes bombardment. And that is pretty much the nail in the coffin. Pretty much all the units routed in the center, and the ones left are not in high spirits at all. But they do have unbelievably loud weapons. That should be said. So, Saber Cavalry, up a little up after this battle. You can get some nice experience. Some very, very nice experience. There we go, continue this, so as few as possible get to fight another day. That'd be great. I believe those guys are pretty much boned, so move on to the next target. And you're actually not worth it, you're only, quote-unquote, 57 men. So rather go for this blob with 150 men plus. The general as well? Well, why not? He can get some experience too. In his olden days. Of like 50 or something. What is his age again? Can't remember. There we go. I believe we can start cooperating. Yeah. I believe that is satisfying. We can end it here. And we will have a lot less people to fight. If not, this was actually... Well, this might have been the turn before they starved out. That might explain why they attacked. Might actually starve them out, because if it wasn't the last turn, it would surely be the second class or something like that. Yes, I didn't starve them out, and one turn until surrender. So basically I don't have to fight that. Well, they will try to break out, and I'll just auto-resolve by then. Because if I don't, I'll have to fight a siege battle, which of course I will win, but I will take more casualties than if I didn't have a siege battle. So, end the turn, and we are good. There we go. Told you so. Auto-resolve. Actually took 0 casualties. And captured the province. In this province, however, we need to stay a bit and really bring the Emperor's mandate over. Because most of this happiness is because of the garrison forces, and that's about it. Yeah, it's gonna take a while, but it's okay. We have another province and a lot of money. Let's see, I did cut tax somewhere here, right? There we go. And they're now at -1, but we can do this, and they should be a-okay. Silk acquired. Oh, it was actually tea I had there. Actually, forgot about that. But now I have silk, and this province I believe they're nothing actually valuable, like export-wise, but they do have a smuggling den, which of course gives me a lot of money, potentially. Okay, just have to take a look at the economy and look at the worth of different resources. Okay, so machines, I'm getting that from the states. Let's see, what do I have? I have tea, I have silk, and I have copper. And of them, copper is the best. And it doesn't really matter between silk and tea. But I don't think I can actually afford that. Because that's more expensive. So that'll happen next turn. Also, I did notice that those guys are actually not being taxed, which we'll fix. There we go. We now have a good income, and that should be it, right? Yep. Besides those guys not being too happy with us, we are quite good. And best of all, we didn't actually have to tax this region. Or we didn't have to not tax this region. So yeah, another region ours, and apparently these guys won't betray us. And if they don't betray us, that will be the first time I'll see that happen. I do believe. At least when playing as Tosa. So that'll be interesting to see if it does or does not happen. Anyway, that is this part for now. I thank you guys for watching, and as always, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.